The Hambleton family is no more. Vanished for all time, I hope. I am worried in spite of my progress. Have the great ancients rarely been thwarted? I have managed to defeat Tyler, Arlington, and Coldstone. The spectacle of their deaths was terrifying. Now I must go and find a way into Jonas's house. Good evening.
Bless my soul, it's you, Mr. Parker. You gave me quite a turn. Have you heard what happened last night?
Dr. Cobble told me all about it this morning.
What a carry-on. I'm still under shock. Such screams. I don't suppose you've seen my niece.
I'm afraid I haven't, no.
That little liberty-gibbet is up to Lord only knows what kind of mischief. I'm so worried. You really should pay us a visit, you know. Gloria would be most touched.
Today, I'm afraid.
Ah, well, no matter. Goodbye, Mr. Parker.
Good day.
Mr. Parker, did you hear?
Vaguely.
Well, you must be a very heavy sleeper. What can I do for
you? I just dropped by to say hello.
That's very nice of you. I hope we'll see each other again real soon.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Dead. Not to mention Jug. Bags is quite upset. He wants to see you, by the way.
Yes, so I've heard.
Well, do you want something?
No, I just thought I'd drop by to say hello.
How kind of you. Well, see you soon.
See you soon.
Closed. Such a tragedy. Such a fine mayor. Who could have believed it?
insignificant even the most important of us are. It's a lesson. Such a fine, upstanding man.
Is that so?
And he loved life. He always had a joke to tell you. A deep shock for all of us.
Yes, a dreadful tragedy for all the community. Excuse me, but
How right you are.
closed on account of a death. Good day. Is Mr. Underhouse here?
Good day, ma'am. Oh, forgive me. With all these goings on, I'm quite flustered. Mr. Underhouse is expecting you.
Mr. Parker, I was looking for you. I want some explanations about last night.
I'm all yours. If you'd care to come to Mr. Underhouse's apartment,
Let's go.
Hello, Mr. Underhouse.
Sorry for bothering you. You wanted to talk to me somewhere where we wouldn't be overheard.
Be my guests, gentlemen.
Okay. Now, where were you last night, Parker?
Well,
Sergeant, we spent the evening together. If you want more precise details, we talked about Indians.
You're sure about that, Mr. Underhouse?
Yesterday, I gave my key to Mr. Parker. We talked until 3 o'clock in the morning. By the way, we noticed something unusual. We saw Zeke hanging around Coldstone's place. That must have been about midnight.
Zeke? My informer? So he tried to trick me. He's the brains behind this whole plot? I'm really sorry, Mr. Parker. That Zeke is going to pay for this, I'm telling you.
you did me a very great favor.
You must act quickly. Baggs will eventually realize that Zeke is not the mastermind he imagines him to be. Tonight is the night of the Comet. Narakamus must not be allowed to intervene. His power is considerable.
What can be done?
An old friend of mine lives in the forest. He's an Indian called Natawanga. He left me this in case of... It was before my accident.
To fight the sorcerer, you will need to find the sacred bow and arrow. They belong to the youngest. His accursed family lives from the sea. The bow is hidden where the fire lives. The feather on the wood will fly towards me. I don't understand.
The feather belongs to Indian tradition. As for the bow and arrow, you'll have to find them.
Well, I'll do my best. Where does this Narakamus live?
Natawanga will tell you. Be on your way. And don't forget my photo of the stone circle.
I won't. Mr. Underhouse told me of an old Indian, Natawanga. He lives deep in the forest.
See Curtis. Something tells me he's not at home.
Oh?
I went to see him, see if he needed anything. I knocked on the door. No answer.
Probably a heavy sleeper, that's all.
His door is locked, and that's very unusual. He could be at his old friend Greenwood's. I'd sure like to know where he is. With all the strange happenings, I'm kind of worried. Goodbye, Mr. Parker.
There's a padlock inside. This brooch is rather fragile. The pin is unstuck. Curtis wasn't given a chance. And there, moccasin tracks. Oh, I say. This must be the bow Underhouse mentioned. circumstances. My visit and questions certainly hastened his death.
Mr. Parker, you've been following me. What do you want?
I came to say hello to Mr. Greenwood.
Very thoughtful of you, Mr. Parker.
Hello! Is there anybody there?
What do you want?
Underhouse sent me. I need help. I must kill Narakamus.
You found me. Do you have the sacred bow and arrow?
Here they are.
Good. But first, I must be sure that you are ready. Tell me the name of Narakamus's tribe. What is the name of the tribe Narakamus belongs to?
The Micmacs.
What is the name of he who howls in the night?
Yog Sothoth.
In what year did Boleskine see the comet?
1834.
What shape is the sign of the four families?
A star.
And what is the creature that erupts from the depths of the sea at night?
Dagon.
You have answered well. What do you know of Narakamus?
He is a very powerful wizard. He is said to be almost immortal.
Ha! You know many things, and few things. You have willpower and courage. That is important.
Where can I find him?
At Ilsmuth, an eye is open. It is set deep in the earth. All day that is where Narakamus sleeps.
Will the task be easy?
Do not think that. He is awake now. His power is great. Only the fire you will bring forth from the earth can help. Use it in the demon's home. It will protect you.
Thank you.
Now you must set out. The turquoise sun is already in the sky. Soon night will fall. Prepare to leave the world you know. You will go where nothing of your world has meaning.
Will I die?
You may, but if you succeed, you must scatter the comet's shadow. This ring will help you. Find its stone. If you need an object for your quest, have it with you before the time of testing. I will be with you in your ordeal.
Narakamus is hiding in the eye that is set deep in the earth. How curious. To defeat him with the sacred bow and arrow, Natawanga mentioned fire born of earth. So many riddles. Ugh. This well is about as dank as you can get. I'll get down. go and roast for all eternity in hell.
Call of Cthulhu! Aye!
It is pointless to resist, Narakamus. This is for Jug. Say hello to Satan for me.
Cthulhu! Ifta! Parker, listen to me.
Good grief! Lord Boleskine!
What I began 76 years ago, you will finish. You must seal the great ancient's access to this world. On the island sleeps Dagon, he who reigns in the depths of the seas. You must find a boat and go there. You will fight evil by resuscitating the symbol of death.
But
may your courage stay with you in the demon's presence. I will help you twice more.
this stone is just the right size. The sorcerer has been destroyed. The shadows are at last scattering. Something tells me, however, that the great ancients are not yet defeated. What if the energy given off by the passing comet were enough to allow them to appear? It is fortunate that Lord Boleskine kept his word and showed me the way ahead. I suppose I must rely on my own guardian angel.
luck, Mr. Parker.
I was hoping I'd run into you.
One always finds what one seeks, Mr. Parker.
Have you ever visited that small island off the coast?
The island? No one ever sets foot on it. Everybody knows it's...
Do not be blinded by ridiculous superstition.
How can you of all people say such a thing? You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
No, they are stronger than we are.
Would you mind telling me exactly what you want, Mr. Parker?
Lend me your rowing boat.
Why didn't you say so? Take it, and the best of luck to you, my boy.
Struggle against the gods is not over. Get back to the boat. The currents will take you to the cavern.
Who must I fight now?
A sanctuary in Cthulhu's honor has been erected. You will need all your mental powers. Here is my ring. It will serve you even though the stone is missing.
How?
You will find out. You have already put your finger on the solution, and bear in mind the Boleskine family motto, for God and the green land of my fathers. Go and destroy that thing born of the flames of hell.
try this emerald. There's no way back. This could end badly. The worshippers of Dagon, Lord of the Oceans, made my first mission rather difficult. I managed, nonetheless, to trap that hideous creature. For how long? That's the question. Let's see. If I put a stone in there... Molluscan's ring. Why don't I put a stone in it? I just hope there's enough oil left in the lamp. Curses! No oil left.
Beg you, Mr. Parker, help us out of here.
Ring on my right hand. Okay, I'll put this ring on my left hand.
How can I thank you, Mr. Parker? I didn't think we would ever be free again.
No need for thanks, Ellen. Get away from here. Don't wait for me. I must finish the task.
Fothong jar malach ai ralaya ai jar naga Fothong jar Cthulhu yagar ralaya. The door is blocked. You have just enough time to get to the stone circle. A word of advice. First, you must photograph the comet.
I'm not sure I can.
I know you will succeed, but hurry. The comet does not wait.
Luckily, Cthulhu, lurking deep in the earth, did not have time to materialize. I now understand what drove poor Boleskine insane. I must go back to the Calvary to photograph the passage of the comet. I hope I can arrive at the stone circle in time. The question that preys on my spirit is, Where will the danger spring from next? Will the elements themselves conspire to destroy me? The way out of here is blocked by a huge boulder. I'd better find another way. What's that back there? A small passage. Let's take off the wrapping. The colored patches on this butterfly are translucent. I wonder why. Jurg certainly knew how to guard his secrets. I'll put the butterfly into the camera. This magnifying glass is a perfect fit for my telescope. Hurry! The comet's going to cross at any moment. There's a red mark on this stone. Red as... Flint symbolizes fire, thus the color red. There's a blue mark on this stone. Blue as... Aquamarine symbolizes water, thus the color blue. There's a white mark on this stone. White as... The comet symbolizes air, thus the color white. There's a green mark on this stone. Green as... The diamond symbolizes earth, thus the color green. Yagnai, Fathok, Nagar, Yog Sathoth. Yagnai, Fathok, Nagar, Yog Sathoth. Yagnai, Fathok, Nagar, Yog Sathoth.
Your mission's over, Parker. Your courage and willpower have sealed off Ilsmouth to the great ancients. But remember, nothing's over. It can all start again somewhere else.
But...
I must return to the kingdom of shadows. My task is over. I have shown you the way, but always remember this. That is not dead which can eternal lie.
Well, I'd better be getting down to the harbor. My boat should be leaving soon. I'd better get my equipment into the trunk. The driver will soon be here. Everything's ready. I'll take my leave. Eureka! The fragment of the comet was the final piece of the puzzle. Water, earth, air, and fire joined together through me to defeat the great ancients. I must not forget the photo I promised Mr. Underhouse. It's odd that the doctor is out. I expected more from him. Perhaps he has better things to do.
So, you're leaving. Without wanting to be offensive, I'll be glad to see the last of you. You've turned the village into a morgue. I put Zeke in the slammer just in case. Well, I'm going to check if those gypsies have moved out. Goodbye, Parker. And if I never see you again, it's soon enough for me.
Interesting character, that Bags. What are you all doing here?
Dear Mr. Parker, I'm not much of a hand at making speeches.
Well, that's a joke. He talked for 2 hours at the Temperance League meeting.
Jed Donahue, will you kindly let the doctor get on with it? Well, doctor, we're waiting.
Thank you. Well, as I was saying... What was I saying? Oh, yes. Well, here we are, gathered together.
Even Swing managed to find time to get away from his break to be here.
You're speaking ill of a public official.
Will you let me get on with this? There. Well, to get to the point, we want to say... Thank you! Thank you!
Oh, well, to be honest,
There is no more to be said. You've scattered the comet's shadow. That's something we can never forget. Now you'd better get going. Your boat won't wait.
goodbye.
Hey, find a fine old pub and drink to my health. Goodbye, Parker.
I might just do that, Jed.
Thanks again for the photo of the stone circle.
My pleasure.
The competition is going to hate my guts, and will prove the Boleskin was right. What was it he saw exactly?
It's a long story, and I'm not sure...
Long stories are my favorite kind. Go ahead. I'm listening.